Hi everyone, it's Carissa. Today I wanted to show you how to work an I-cord bind off on your knitting project. So this is a bind off technique that creates a horizontal cord across the top of your work, and it looks good on the front and on the back, and it's stretchy but not too stretchy. So let's look at how to do that. So I have my swatch here and I'm ready to bind off. My first step is going to be to create a few stitches that will become the base of my I-cord that will be worked across these stitches to bind them off. You may not have to do this depending on your pattern. If you have an applied I-cord edging here built into your project, then you may already have stitches on your needle that will become the base of your I-cord. Or the pattern might tell you to cast on a few stitches to become the I-cord base. In this video, we're going to do the cast on method. So we only have the working yarn to work with here for our cast on. So it needs to be a single strand cast on, like a backwards loop cast on, knitted cast on, a cable cast on. Wouldn't be able to do a long tail cast on because I only have the working yarn to work with here. So for this video, I'm going to do a backwards loop cast on. And depending on your pattern, you may be casting on 2, 3, even 4 stitches. It depends on how thick you want that I-cord edging. So here I'm going to do 3 stitches, and I'm going to use the backwards loop method. So I'll take my working yarn, twist it to form a loop, and then I'll place that loop on my needle and pull the tail to tighten it. Not too tight, just kind of snug. I'll do that again. Take my working yarn, twist it to make a loop, put the loop on my needle, and pull tight. One more time, twist it to make a loop, put that on my needle, and pull tight. So now I have cast on 3 stitches that are going to become the basis of the I-cord bind off. Now we're going to start working our I-cord on those 3 stitches, and with each round of I-cord we're going to incorporate 1 stitch from the swatch to bind them off. So I will begin by simply knitting the first 2 stitches, knit 1 and knit 2, and now with the 3rd stitch of my I-cord I'm going to knit that together with the first stitch of my swatch that I want to bind off. I'm going to do that with the back loops of these stitches so that the I-cord stitch is on top of my decrease. So I will insert my right hand needle through both of those stitches, the 3rd stitch of the I-cord and the 1st stitch of the swatch, through the back loops, and I'm going to knit them together. Off the left needle. Now I have bound off my 1st stitch with my 3-stitch I-cord. I'll slide those I-cord stitches back to my left hand needle and repeat that process. So knit 2, 1 and 2, and with the 3rd stitch of my I-cord I'm going to work that together with the next stitch of my swatch to bind it off. So through both of those stitches, through the back loops, and knit them together, and off the left needle. Now I've bound off 2 stitches. If you hold your yarn in the right hand, looks very similar. I'm going to transfer my I-cord stitches back to my left hand needle. I'm going to knit the first 2 I-cord stitches as they are. And then the 3rd I-cord stitch and the next swatch stitch need to be worked together through the back loop. So I'll insert my needle through both of those stitches and knit them together through the back loop. Off the left needle. Transfer all 3 I-cord stitches back to the left needle without twisting them, and repeat. Knit 1, knit 2, and knit 2 together through the back loop. And now I've bound off 4 stitches. So I'll just repeat that process, continuing to work this 3-stitch I-cord across the top of my swatch, binding off 1 more stitch as I work each round of I-cord. Thanks for watching.